towards the light in the kitchen. To my surprise, it was Mom baking enough chocolate cookies to feed an army. Mom, what are you doing? She turned to me sharply and stared at me with blank eyes for a moment. She looked possessed, and then without a word, she turned back to mixing chocolate dough again. She's sleepwalking. I turned around to see Clara standing behind me, eating a cookie. It's so much fun when she sleepwalks. I can get her to do whatever I want. You're a monster, Clara. You better go get your beauty sleep, Marvel. There will be plenty of dishes for you in the morning. I couldn't wait for Dad to come back and tell him how horribly Mom and Clara had been treating me. As soon as he entered the door and hugged me, I turned to see Mom standing behind with her arms crossed. I'm just a normal woman setting up a normal living room in her favorite store. Normally. Excuse me, where's the bathroom? Oh, I don't work here. I live here.
In a store?
Yes. We need to talk. Minutes later, I could hear shouting from their bedroom. I crept closer to their door to hear what they were arguing about. It's not what you think. Just let me explain. How could you do this to me, Frank? Even after everything you know about my history with Amelia, I want you to get out. Right now. You've got it all wrong. Get out now. Dad burst out of the bedroom, and when he spotted me, he kissed me on the head. I'll come back in a day or two when she's calmer. And with that, he was gone again. What was going on? The next morning when I went downstairs, Mom was making pancakes, and she smiled at me. I'm making your favorite breakfast. You remember that I love pancakes? I think some things are coming back to me. I felt so happy. Mom sat down next to me. I don't really remember you, Marvel, but I'm sure I loved you very much. I'd like to get to know you again. How about you and I to a little trip? I jumped up and hugged her, then quickly skipped off to get ready. You. And with that, she ran to me to give me my raggedy teddy bear. Why? I'm not going away forever. Oh, you never know. Can't hurt to keep him. Goodbye, Marvel. This girl was so weird. I took it and ran off to the car. We sang along to songs on the radio, and it felt just like old times. We'd been driving for 3 hours and had entered a town when I asked Mom where we were going. Oh, you'll see. A few minutes later, she drove up to a house in the middle of nowhere and took out a crumpled letter from her pocket. Yep, this is the address. As I hopped out of the car, Mom took out a bag from the back and Mr. Teddy. Are we staying here overnight? Not we, just you. To my horror, she dumped the stuff on the ground and jumped back in the car. What are you doing, Mom? She threw the crumpled letter at me. For the last time, I'm not your mom. I've brought you to your real mom's place. So go live with her and stay away from me and my family. And with that, Mom drove away. I stood frozen in shock. Finally, I managed to open up the letter. Dear Frank, we have to keep this a secret for now. We'll tell her everything when I'm there. Can't wait to see you. Love, Amelia. Nothing was making sense to me. And whoever this Amelia was didn't live here anymore because the house looked abandoned. I didn't even have a cell phone. I decided to walk to the town center to call Dad. But just then, dark clouds rolled in and it started raining like crazy. I sat huddled on the porch, feeling really scared. But just then, I saw a car drive up to the house. And it was Dad. He ran to me and hugged me tight. How did you know I was here? I went back home to try talking to the mom again. And I saw the two of you leaving, so I followed. Dad, who is Amelia? Dad explained on the drive back home that Mom and her sister, Amelia, had never gotten along growing up. And the last straw was when she stole Mom's college boyfriend. Mom had cut off all ties with her, but around the time I was born, Amelia had gotten in touch with Dad because she wanted to make amends. So that's what the letter was about? Yeah. And the two did patch things up. But your mother just doesn't remember. Why have I never met my aunt? She lives in another country now. And sadly, those two are like you and Clara. They still don't like each other very much. Dad decided that he and I would stay in a motel for a while. We stayed there for about 3 months. I loved my dad, but I really missed my mom. Dad told me that Mom had started going to therapy. Sometimes I used to go to her sessions and pretend to be a visitor. Once she saw me there and looked really confused. You look like someone I know. As she approached, I was afraid she would hurt me, and Dad stood between us to protect me. Come on, Mom. We have a party to attend. Another 5 months had passed, and nothing changed. Until one morning, Dad barged into the room and shook me awake. She's